Hello, all. This is Therese, and I'm here with a little impromptu video of what I did today on New Year's Day. Now, I'm waiting for a calendar that I normally keep on my dresser in my bedroom. It's a calendar that just shows the dates, and I normally put the family birthdays, the ones for the immediate family, um, on the calendar just to remind me. I also look at it every morning when I get up. I know what day it is, and it just kind of keeps me even keeled, even for my husband when he is up. I'm one of those that like to look at the calendar. The day is whatever the day, and is what day it is, and what's the date, and I move on from there. We don't really do anything with this calendar, although I'm a date planner. Love have my planners, and I have many of those. Excuse me, for the various purposes. The reason I'm doing this video is because I used let's see if I can lift it up, if y'all will bear with me. Let's see if I can turn it over. Yes, I can. This is the bedroom that I'm doing this. So I'm doing this with one hand, so it'll focus in just a minute. Let me see if I can get it to stay in. As you can see, it's the wee hours of the night. But this is what I usually get. This is a pretty one. It's from Cranberry. It's a desk calendar. It stands up. And I like it on my dresser. And it sits right to my right of my bed. And when I get up and I do my morning rise, as I'm getting myself prepared for the day, I look over, excuse me, to my dresser and I see the date. And I know this is what the day is. And on it, as I said, I have the birthdays for the immediate family, my children and grandchildren, the immediate ones, right? Close. Just to remind us, oh, today is the day of somebody's birthday. And so it's just, it's really nice. And so I've been doing this for the last 4 or 5 years. And so for 2025, I ordered my calendar and I was excitedly awaiting for my calendar to arrive. It was due here on December 30th. And I was looking forward to it. It's supposed to be here, shipped, and it was coming. And lo and behold, it didn't arrive. And it didn't arrive on the 31st. And so I got this message that said, oh, it's delayed in transit. Now, I started laughing because I said delayed in transit. It's already arrived in Maryland. So I'm in Maryland. Why is it delayed in transit? So I said, okay, I'll be patient. Then it came through again that it's still delayed in transit and that it may arrive by the 3rd of January. Again, I'm in Maryland. It's in Maryland. What's the holdup, right? And it may or may not come. They said after the 3rd, excuse me, if it doesn't arrive, for me to come back and get a refund. Well, this was a little annoying, to say the least. Because on this morning when I woke up, I looked over at the calendar as I always do, and it's still at December. So I was in the office looking at the YouTube videos that I like to watch on crafting and journaling and things. And they did one on a date planner for the purse. A real small, quick tutorial making one for your purse. And I said, that's kind of cool. That'd be a nice gift, okay, to do for someone in my family. And so I'm always looking for ideas. This is going to be quick and easy. And they had done a template. And so I printed it out to see how big their calendars was. And it came to me, well, why don't, I could use this from my calendar that I already have, which is, it says 2024. And I didn't want to get up tomorrow and not have the calendar there. Sounds crazy, but because that's how I start out my day. I know that whatever the date is, and I start writing it down on the various things that I do. So I said all that to say, when I thought about it, I said, well, let me see if I can at least make me one for January so that I can have it tomorrow morning when I get up. So I came through, and here he comes, and I did this. It's simple. It came from scraps. I printed out she gave us 2 templates. This template fit perfectly. It's not too big. It's not too small. It's not as big as my normal calendar would be. I covered the calendar from 2024 for January. I covered it with a red piece of cardstock, a scrap that I had sitting in my scrap bin. See, if this was just a test run for the month of January. And once I did it and things, I thought to myself, oh, wait a minute. This looks kind of cool. So you know what I did? Here it goes. I'm going to flip it and show you. I'm just going to whatever date flips up. Now it's March. I kept going. Just grabbing. Oops. I'm going to have to lay it down a little bit because I'm working with one hand. Excuse me, y'all. There's March. Here's June. I did each month. As you can see, I got to lay it down. It works better. June. I'm not going to show you every single one. There's August. I went through and literally took some cardstock that I had. And each sheet of cardstock, it took maybe 3 sheets or more. Because I could do 2 of the base pages out of them. Cut this out from the template that she had. I printed it out, cut it out, pasted it down. Got some embellishments, set the embellishments on the page. And you know what I did? I made 12 of them. That's November of 2025. Went back through, as you can see, and put the hearts. Instead of having stickers, I normally, the one comes with stickers. I put hearts for the birthdays. And there it is. That's my planner. Or my date calendar that sits on my dresser. And guess what I said, ladies? If it arrives on, I was a little frustrated because if it doesn't arrive, I get a refund. That's great at that time. But I still wouldn't have had the calendar, which means I still have to go get a calendar. And, calendars kind of sell out fast. I usually get mine in advance. So when I did this, I said, you know what? If I don't get it, great, I get a refund. If I do get it, guess what? It's going back. I'm going to save that $15 that I spent on the calendar. I'm now going to get to use for something else. I'm going to return it and use this one. It's made all the way up to the end of the year. Works for me. And then I'm going to figure it out. And I'll make me one for 2026, Lord willing. But guess what? I have a calendar. This is the kind of thing, I call that repurposing. Because that's kind of what I do. I repurpose things we have and use them and fix them. Because I have all the paper and the little embellishments and things. And I did a calendar from my bedroom. And it's fine with me. It looks pretty. It'll give me the dates. And that's all I'm looking for. Well, I thought I would share this with you here in our little group. Just to show you that we can do many things to be creative. Now, probably I could go on and add a scripture if I want at the bottom of this. I can write it in if I'd like. There are many things I can do to add to this. And that's the cool piece. And I've added to it. I can add to it. I can make it my own. And that was a good thing. It's a calendar that I repurposed from one that we already had. And saving me some money. Thought I would share. You have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye, all.